Wow, welcome back. We feeling good?
Nice and
Everybody
full
feeling
and,
good,
and
nice
a little
and full.
lifted.
A little
A
lifted.
little bit.
That's what's up. You close to the ground a little bit.
A little bit.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Mike, how you feeling?
Feeling great, feeling great.
Okay.
Man,
Laid, how
and
you
just
doing?
for your people out there, if
Good.
y'all didn't know, the eateries was great. Man, good eateries.
Man, please.
Y'all should have been
Thank you for feeding us though.
Oh, no problem. Put in on it at Cash App A. I'm just joking.
Do
No
you take
problem.
cash?
No, I appreciate. No, you guys are here on a day where you should have
Talking about
TV and
football
remote.
playoffs.
Yeah, I know. So I appreciate you being here. Didn't want to take you out of your comfort zone too much, but I appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if we want to revisit it. We can go ahead and move on.
Up to you.
So let's see here. What I wanted to ask you about, we were talking about marriage. I want to know some trends. How do you guys feel about this new polygamy thing? Because it's not
You mean
new.
polygamy or is that what it's or
Yeah, I'm saying-
polynomial? What is I can't say
Yeah.
the word.
There's two names for it. There's polygamy and polyamory. So
Open, an
one is
open
a-
marriage.
One is a female with two dudes, and one is a dude with two females.
Right.
Or
So
two females. There's a difference.
okay. So if we talking a dude,
They have a feminine and a male word for that.
Well, first of
It's two
all,
dudes
I'll
and
keep it
one
100. I
female?
don't know nothing
Yeah.
about neither one of them, but there's no way in the world I will ever share a bed with me, my woman, and another motherfucker. Never. Never.
Come on, dude wise, come on,
Never.
female wise.
Never.
the
Never.
dude wise or two?
Both.
Okay.
Both. Now, don't get it twisted. Now, me, I like women a whole hell of a lot, and that sounds great. But me, if it's a one, if this my woman, I don't need no woman there, and I don't need no man there.
Okay,
I definitely
so
don't need no man there.
Would
part.
you
You
would
dig?
you engage
As far as what?
with? Don't hit me. You
I
as
ain't
far
tripping.
as
I'm,
what?
saying, I'm trying to get where you getting at. I'm
Loke up
as far
on
as
me.
what? Yeah, I hear you.
Would you engage with your woman, not just two women, with your woman and another woman?
Now, are we speaking on my
on an
wife?
hour?
Not
We
two.
talking about
Like
a
I
wife?
said,
Are we
not
speaking on
not
my
a,
wife
not
or my
two
girl?
not two women
No.
Your woman
Mhm.
and another woman.
But you still need to get at me. You're talking
Your
about my
woman.
Are you
wife?
talking about a relationship or are
Your
you talking about
baby.
just a
No, if
situation?
it's somebody, I'm just sleeping.
I'm not talking about a situation. I'm talking about your baby, your woman, and then somebody
See,
else.
all right. See, that's kind of so forceful for me because
Uh-huh.
I'm not married. Now, I'll be honest with you. If I was married, me and another woman and my wife, hell no.
Okay, why?
Because that ain't my get down. I don't need someone to fulfill needs that you can't meet.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying? Because
Okay.
you should be able to meet all my needs. Obviously, if I married you,
Mm-hmm.
that means you meet my needs.
Got you.
You dig? So,
Uh-huh.
like, by me being the way that I am, single and mess with different women, okay, if you want to bring somebody else in, fuck it, cool, I'm with it. Now, as far as you bring another dude in, that ain't gonna never happen. You dig
Why
what I'm
not?
saying?
Why?
Why would it? Because
Why?
I hit it swell. Trust me, and after I beat it up, trust me, you ain't gonna want no more. And I mean that on everything
Tap
I
out.
love. You
Okay.
dig? It ain't gonna
Why?
be that.
Why am I scared to ask everybody else this question? But I'm ask Mike. Would you?
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
If we
What
were we
was the
out on
question?
vacation?
What was the question?
Oh,
What was the question?
Could you have
What I
a
want?
third?
Would you have a third with your woman?
a
and
threesome,
a third?
menage with
No,
trois.
It
no.
ain't not just a menage a trois. Your
Relationship.
woman and a third.
That's a much out of try.
No, menage a trois is you and two women.
That's a situation.
I'm talking about your
Right.
We're
woman
talking about a
and a
relationship.
third.
Like some Mormon shit.
Not the
Yeah,
Mormon.
sure. Why not?
Okay. I'm not talking about Mormon.
That's not what it is.
just said-
I'm confused.
No, you're talking about sister wives. That's what you're talking
Have a
about.
girlfriend,
what's the
have a
difference?
boyfriend.
No. Are you getting
No.
that? Okay, are you getting that?
I'm
Would
talking
you open
about
up the
you got
relationship
it.
as far as-
You got it.
Okay. You
Are we talking
okay.
about sex?
We're talking
No, are
about
we
At
talking
the
about
same
a marriage?
time.
Are we
at
talking
the
a
same
marriage?
time.
Now listen,
With
are we
two
talking about a
women.
marriage or a relationship?
But I thought you said it's not a menage a trois.
I'm
Right,
confused.
that's the same
No,
to me.
when I said it's not a menage a trois, I mean it's not just you and two random women. It's your woman
Yeah.
and
saying
another
would you
woman.
have
But this is what I'm getting at. Are we
Like
talking
Right.
about?
T.I.
Oh.
Like
Because
T.I.
I'm not gonna just ask would you have menage a trois, because most men would say
Of course, this is what I'm
That's
getting
what
at.
I'm saying.
We can
Now,
do
we're
it.
talking
Or
about
would you
if
have a
you're
threesome with your
married
woman?
or
I'm just
just a
playing, I'm just
girlfriend.
playing.
well, we know you wouldn't get married. But
No,
if
we're not
you
talking about
got
me. We're
married,
just talking about in general.
I'm talking about
T.I. and old girl.
yeah, if you're married
If you're
or
married and-
close to married.
Okay, cool. All right, I got you. A long-term relationship or something like that.
Yes.
Now, if one wants to bring in a what?
Another
Or
woman.
a
What we need to be
situation.
factors on. Let's be real. I'm gonna be
Okay.
honest with you. Men, 9 times out of 10, well, I'll say about 7 out of the 10, a man, if his woman say, "Hey, my friend want to get down with it," he'll be like, "Fuck it." You dig what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
Now, if your woman came to you saying she want to bring another dude in, and if you agree with that shit,
That might be a fight.
Well,
Yeah.
let me ask you, is it
Shit.
because you said you hitting it swell?
I know I am.
Okay,
I'm
what,
not talking about
what
nobody
if you
else.
hitting it lukewarm?
Then you
What if,
fucked
what
off.
if, what if,
Then she getting fucked by somebody else anyway.
I mean, is that the
Somebody
deciding
else
factor?
already beating it up anyway. That's why she already coming at you. She can come
Is
at
that
you.
the
See,
deciding
first of all,
factor?
any woman I ever messed with in my life, I guarantee you, she would never come at me talking
Okay.
about another dude.
All right, so let's flip it. If she asks you, if you she says, I want to bring my homegirl in,
Mhm.
could that be you not hitting it as well as you like?
No way.
Why
Never.
not?
That means you hitting it great. You hitting it great. For
You
another
can look
woman,
at
I'll
it
bring
that
another
way.
woman
You
in.
can look at it that
Nah.
way.
Oh no.
No.
Oh,
First
no.
of all,
Or you can look at it
shit.
as she
Oh,
trying to
no.
introduce you to something she already down with.
Well,
Oh,
then
no.
she a freak anyway.
Or
That you just
Mike.
didn't know.
or maybe she want to
Mike.
show you how to do something
Nah,
by watching
it's
somebody
impossible.
else do
Mike.
it, and maybe you can take
Well,
some notes.
The only thing that would be was on some. The only thing that could be was.
Now, if you call it, and you might need to
See,
to
first
watch.
of all, that's
what's
not my
popping.
get down. I ain't gonna lie to you.
He just said he don't eat seafood
Yeah,
Okay.
that's
5
my
minutes
thing.
ago.
I'll keep it 100 with you. That ain't
Or
my
book
thing.
club.
That ain't
Ladies,
my
he's
thing.
a nice guy.
Yeah,
Otherwise,
other than that,
I
I'm
think
cool,
to
but I'm
keep it.
just not looking to like that.
Oh damn!
No,
So
not
you know
my
your
thing.
followers just went down.
Shit,
right?
that's cool. They can
All
believe.
right.
I ain't got none. Shit,
We
I
can
ain't got no
believe.
social media.
You just showed your age.
Hey, shit. Shit, I'm 100. Shit, trust me, because
Okay.
I'm not licking on nobody that I don't know.
But notice he said,
I mean, well,
I'm not
hopefully you
looking
know
like
him.
that.
right. I ain't
Yeah,
never
like
said I ain't
that.
never done it. I
I
don't
mean,
do it.
I will
but
agree.
It's a
How many
chosen.
ways
I
is
will
there to
no.
look at
What it is, I hear
I
what
think
he's
he mean
saying.
like only his woman.
It's
like
chosen.
his, you know what I
It's
mean?
chosen women. I can name on
I
my hand.
agree.
No
I
matter
think
who he deal with,
I
he's saying that he's
think
not gonna
in
get everybody
today
exactly.
in
And
today's
women that
times,
see this that know me, y'all know I ain't never done
Like
that.
once
to
upon
you.
a time, that used to be a part of your sex.
Exactly. And it's
well,
not for
what I'm
me.
saying, it seems like today
hmm
people don't use a lot of discretion
They don't.
on who they do that on. That's just in the
Right.
repertoire.
Mm.
Like in for men, sometimes I hear first time out, they batting for a second time, so they're gonna pull everything out the arsenal.
hmm
Or it's kind of like these are for special people.
Mm.
So you guys are men. You guys tell me. I don't know. And
It's like cars. You know, back in the day, you know, electric windows was a premium.
I like where you're going. I like
But
where you're
now
going.
it's a standard. It's a standard feature,
hmm
right?
Mhm.
So you know,
Okay.
that's what we said.
Okay.
You know, the
Okay. Do you wanna?
Oh shit.
Do you wanna add? No, I'm not even gonna look at you. You could add.
In all honesty, it wouldn't bother me if that's something that she wanted to experience with another female. I don't have no problems with that at all. To be honest with you.
Your woman, you wouldn't have no problems with it.
What me, her, and another no. If I'm in a relationship with somebody and they want to bring in another female, I wouldn't have a problem with that if that's something that you want to explore. Like I said, she would have to be at our disposal. She's not something that we're going to move in or anything like that. If it's somebody that we're using as a toy, it's a toy.
Damn, that's crazy.
That's about it.
Okay, so if she wanted to hit her up when you was at work,
See,
how would
this
you
is-
feel about that?
Honestly, in all honesty, I really wouldn't care. As long as it's not another penis, I literally would not really
See,
care.
that's,
Let me
that's
get
the
a
problem.
honest.
Show
That's
me what you
honest.
do.
See, that's
That's
the problem
honest.
to me with that situation.
Okay, why?
Is that if you will allow that, then if she turns around and then wants a male involved.
So you're saying any breach is a breach?
Exactly.
Okay.
Me,
Oh, Lord.
mine is if it's my woman
Mm-hmm.
and it, or my wife or something like that.
Mhm.
Fuck no, nobody.
see,
There
that's-
is no
Mm.
evidence.
See,
Not
that's
with my wife,
my-
not my woman. See, now, and this me speaking as a single dude.
Mm.
You dig what I'm saying? My wife or woman, if I say I choose that person, no, because the fact of is just what he just said. He was cool with his woman or another woman coming in, but if she asked a dude to come in, would you do it?
No, but this is the reason why. But this is the
Ask
reason.
all y'all selves the
But
same
this
thing.
is the reason why. I think if a dude is willing to bring in another dude, it's a whole nother psychological thing on that dude
Okay.
because
what?
because at the end of the day, in the
Wait,
sexual
pause on that.
form,
Pause on that.
It's two things.
in the
It's
sexual form, women being feminine with each other, it comes off natural.
I
Let's be
agree with
real.
that.
Women
Okay.
be women
You
be
about to
naked
open
in
up
front
some
of each
whole
other,
other
grabbing on
floodgates,
each other.
though.
We don't do that.
But
You about to hold up.
no, right.
Yeah, it's
Nah,
not natural.
It's two. Well, it's two
I'm
things.
not.
No,
when
no,
I'm
no,
saying
no.
it's not natural. I'm saying
Mhm.
women are naturally feminine with each other.
Look at
That's
it
what I
like
mean by
this.
natural. They
Look-
are naked in front of. We are not naked in front. If we was in a room together, we are.
Yeah,
we are
we are.
not naked in front
Y'all-
of
Yeah,
each
we
other.
are. Yeah, we
Y'all-
are.
y'all-
Yeah, we are.
When?
Locker rooms.
No.
Every
What you
day.
did?
Come on,
No.
bro.
No.
Since high school, since junior high school,
No.
high school, we've been in locker rooms. With
I mean,
Okay.
we not
No.
as.
No.
Come on, bro.
How
we
we
been
not?
naked.
See,
in the
y'all
same
think
room.
we just be
Not
frolic.
me.
We just not free
Not
like
me.
women
Baby
be free
boy.
walking around
Baby
with
boy.
titties
Okay.
out.
We
and
go to
shit.
locker room, we go in there, shower up, we sitting there. Shit, you.
I've
you
never
don't
been
remember,
naked in front of another man.
Really?
Ever.
Did you play
Maybe
sports?
my pops
Right.
when I was born.
Right.
Other
That's
than
what
that,
I'm
Never
saying.
ran a
nobody.
train on a chick either.
No. I've
Hmm,
never
interesting.
High
took no
school,
I've never
come on.
took no I've at the same time I've never wanted to take
It's not about
second
wanting
dudes.
to.
It's the nature
That's
of it. It's because
close.
dudes you gotta realize
What school you go to?
you know how dudes are.
Damn,
We-
damn.
Like we pretty
Yeah,
out there.
yeah.
So coming
No.
behind somebody, I don't
No,
want
but what
that.
I'm saying,
I don't
look,
want
if you
that.
play sports, PE, all that
Nope.
different things in school
Nope.
and high school,
Nope.
you taking showers,
Nope.
you're doing all.
Nope.
Well, we
Did
went
you go to art
at-
school?
Right.
It just wasn't my get down. It was look. It
You
was
didn't
a
shower?
look, it was a nope.
That's
it was
why.
a dude.
All right, understandable.
Hold on.
All right.
It was a dude in junior high that used to get naked, and they used to beat the brakes off him because it was like, dude, what are you
Understand.
doing?
I get it, but
Junior high.
it depends on
You're
where
not
you
supposed
went.
to be-
We talking about junior high.
But I'm talking about high
You
school.
talking about young.
But I'm talking about high school. Once you
Even
in
high
PE,
school.
football,
Nope.
whatever sport,
Nope.
but you won't have PE if you don't play sports.
Y'all
The
just
thing
be
is,
swanging, huh?
I'll
after
be
that,
musty
you
till I
have to
get
take
home.
a shower.
I'll be
I get
musty
what
till
you're
I get
saying.
home.
I get what you're saying, but dudes learn that from there. When you playing sports, you in the shower with your boys, y'all taking showers.
I
That's
would
it.
never
So,
be comfortable with that.
Hold
I
on
get
one
you what you're
second.
saying, but you're gonna be comfortable with.
Mike wanted to
dude
say
You never went to the
something.
county either, huh?
No, that's what I'm saying. No.
Shit,
Mike-
all,
I
never been-
all I'm
no,
saying
you
is that
never
I'm
been
saying
that.
if
Okay,
another
hold on,
female
hold-
came in, it would not rock me.
Right.
But if another,
Okay,
If a
but
male
hold on.
came in?
Let's hold on a second.
Huh?
Let me
If a
let me
male
let me
came in?
reel
yeah,
it
that's
in.
a deeper narrative right there. Like what's happening?
Now-
What you got to say, Miss Angie?
No, well,
We're not looking to replace. I think that's more of a
I
replacement thing.
think with if a male is coming in, I think you look at it the obvious way. But there's another way to look at that.
No, it's not.
No,
No, it's not.
it is. No, it is. Because I know what you're thinking about. If you bring another dude in, a dude is cool with that, that mean that he may have some tendencies. That husband, right?
No,
That's kind of where you going.
no,
Ain't that what it is?
no.
Not necessarily. So, there are two other things it could be.
If a woman came in, I'm fucking.
I hear what you're saying. So if a dude come in, both of them is on your wife. Now the thing about that is both of y'all is on your
That was a
wife.
statement right
So
there.
no, because that's what he's saying. What he's saying is if there are two orifices there, he going deep. He's going both. But what I'm saying, if there's two men there, he's saying like he ain't, that thing. And I'm saying it's not that. It's a psychological thing, kind of like you were saying. Firstly, it could be that think about what he thinks of his woman if he wants to allow another man to do that. That's another way to look. That's one way to look at it. And you got to look at where, because men, you guys are a way to where you don't want to see another cat doing that to your woman if you value her. The other thing is that third cat that gets off on that, because there is a whole segment of men that like to see their wives have relations
I've heard that.
with another man.
Don't they be
There are
gay
a
though?
whole-
I know
no,
some.
Not
no,
necessarily.
not necessarily.
No, they actually just watch.
They just
No,
watch.
they're not.
And beat off
Some
to
of-
another
No,
dude
they're not
like
Well-
hate his
participating.
wife.
Well,
No, they
the
might
thing
be
about
participating.
here's the
That
thing
legitimately
too. Here's
exists.
the
I mean,
thing.
I got brothers
They
that
both
they
can't
swap.
do it at the same time. You can do both. She can be doing different things, but sometimes if the second guy and your wife are in an entanglement, you can just appreciate what you're seeing, and a lot of men like that. So that can be the other two options, other than the first one that where your mind, the default where
That's
your
a
mind
mental
goes
thing.
to.
Yeah.
Those-
Now,
those
I
men
think
are
that's
With
a
your
small
wife
percent-
doing?
I think that's a small percentage also because most dudes don't even want to know the dude she used to fuck with before him.
That's true, but
You
what
get
I'm
what I'm
saying is
saying?
there's a large segment. There's a
No, I
large
get you.
segment
I
of
get
a
you.
population out
No,
there.
there is. There
Those
is.
men are called cucks.
But I don't.
What are
want-
they called?
cuckolds?
Cockholds. No,
Oh,
cock-
yeah.
And
Cuckolds,
people,
yeah.
the slang term would be
Cockholds.
cucks.
You just
Cockholds
Googled that?
are No,
Cockholes.
cockholes are men that
are
their
short.
women stepped out.
I don't even like
Right?
the way
No.
that sound.
No, those are
Cockles.
dudes that are like
Yeah, look it up,
engaged
Google
and
it real
watching
quick.
watching their wife with another dude.
Because it's a lot of
That shit
men that
weird.
like
It's
that.
very
That shit weird.
But I also I think dudes that are into that are probably compensating because they're
Sometimes.
lacking.
Go ahead.
Like if I'm in a
Okay, you
wheelchair
guys-
and my shit don't work
See,
no
but
more,
look, but look, this is the
Okay.
thing. This is
I
the
still
thing.
don't want to watch my
Having
wife getting dug out.
This is the
I
thing.
wouldn't watch. But
Okay,
like,
hold
I
on
go
one-
downstairs. you
Okay,
know,
hold
my
on one
shit don't
second.
work.
Okay, hold on one
It's like-
second. I want to get a clarification of that definition.
I got definition right here.
Okay.
Cuck, a man whose wife is sexually unfaithful, a cuckold.
That's what I thought.
Oh,
man,
That's
that
what I
what?
said.
Wife
See,
is sexually
put me
unfaithful.
a
Wait,
pen up.
A
Sexually
wife
My,
that's-
Sexually
my
unfaithful.
vocabulary
Yeah,
works
sexually
Like to cheat,
sometimes.
cheat.
basically.
Right.
Yeah,
she
so a
cheating.
woman that cheats. That's
So
what I
she's
said.
mentally
So-
faithful,
okay, but
but
they have a
sexually
name for it.
unfaithful.
Well, hold
See,
on a
look,
second.
women
Hold on
have a
second.
name for it.
Well, hold on a second. We're calling it cheating or unfaithful, but how?
No,
is
we're
it be-
not.
But
No,
how
we're
can
not.
it be cheating or
No,
unfaithful?
it's not.
They're
It
not
was
calling
just
it.
it
They
was
gave
the
it-
wrong
they gave it a name
definition.
for
The
it.
wrong was the definition was wrong. That's
Oh,
not
okay,
what it's
okay.
called.
So
What
it's
is
not
the
called a
definition?
cuckold.
Yeah, huh?
What-
Cockhold is this and that. We kind of thought it was that word, but it's not that word. That word is for an unfaithful woman.
Can
That's
you
what
look up
that
the
word
poly
is for.
can't
shit?
be faithful.
The poly whatever.
They
what
got
are
a
we
name
talking
for
about?
it. We don't get a name
what's
for it. They
the
got a
term
name
called
for
when
it.
the,
See the difference?
The two
Double standard.
Right.
are agreed that this is the behavior.
And shout out to Fernando
You-
for.
are you talking about
for
lifestyle
the Google
behavior?
skills.
Right.
Dude.
It's a polyamorous relationship.
Okay.
But here's the thing with polyamory. I believe that man can do his thizzle. Like he has a man and two women.
Mm.
Okay.
And if she had a man, she had a man and another cat.
That's polyamory.
I have the definition of polyamory right
Okay,
here.
go ahead.
Comes from Greek many and Latin for amor, love, is the practice of or desire for intimate relationships with more than one partner
Mm-hmm.
with the informed consent of all partners involved.
Right.
Okay.
So you can't be a true polyamorous and be a cheater. You have to
right.
be open about it.
Does it
Otherwise,
have
it's
anything in
considered
there
as
about
cheating.
wrenching it off?
About what?
like rinsing it off, like in between.
Well, bleach.
Man.
Okay. Here's where it gets interesting to me. Right.
Okay.
When people are single, right,
Right.
and they're dating,
Mhm.
technically they're in a series of polyamorous relationships without no one knowing or being necessarily.
That's not
consensual.
polyamorous.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
know, but hear me out.
Okay.
It's not a problem when they're single, nobody knows one another, and he's rinsing it off.
Wrenching it off.
Wrenching it off,
Wrenching
right?
it off.
It only becomes a problem when they start to know about one another.
Well, no,
And somebody got a
that's
problem.
that's lying by omission.
Okay.
Because because remember when they used to say he got game, he a player. What players used to be is like, I'm gonna
That's
tell you
what they
what's
know.
what. I got
that's a
what's the
pimp.
name over there. I got what's the name over there. This is what it is. If you want to engage with me, knowing what's what, that's what it is. If not, I can't help you. What you're talking about is lying by omission.
No. Well,
Yeah.
yes and no. Here's the thing. It's not lying by omission if you're self-proclaimed, if you state that you're single and you're dating, right? You don't necessarily go,
Let me give you a visual.
well, my dating includes me dicking down this one,
Let me
that one.
okay. let me give you a visual.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna use your terms. Sorry, mama. Let me use your term. Say the dick down is 4 seconds away.
Okay.
I'm talking about in position. The dick down is already. It's just a matter of contact. Are you doing this with anybody else? What would your answer be?
Sure.
Your answer would be yes.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Malarkey.
I've done it.
Really?
Yes.
And did it to me? I know women. Did she move or did she compete?
It varies.
Because she either gonna do it harder than she ever did,
Right.
or she gonna get up and roll.
So here's the thing.
Here's the thing.
The
Look.
term player as a former as a reformed player. You know, when you play sports, the lifestyle includes
itself to
certain
that.
things. And it lends itself to multiple partners in a very short amount of time. So
Crippen do too. But I hear
yeah,
you.
right. So you learn to have these conversations. Now, generally speaking, I try to have them early on before we got to that point. If it got to that point, then I can't lie. I've lied by omission
Well, for sure.
at some point, but that was usually when I was like younger. As I got older and as the game got refined, you start realizing that, okay, this is lying by omission. Let me try to be a little more forthwith.
When you have somebody thinking that is you and them,
Right.
and
that's the problem.
You and
That's-
them, and you doing that's kind of an issue.
Right. No,
Right.
kind of. That is an issue. Let's
That's
be
an
clear.
issue.
That's an issue.
We are in a time and space where, not to be like that, but even a square can be a player. We are in a time and place where you can walk up and say, "Look, this is what it is, but I dig you, XYZ." It ain't too hard to get. Ain't gonna Fernando say I don't like that word, but it ain't too hard to get. What they say is easier to get than a Big Mac, right? It's not too hard. You don't need half a game right now.
But let's be real.
It's a shortage of men.
Nah, that's
though.
untrue.
Let's
I
be
think
real.
that's untrue.
A lot of old school cats had 2 and 3 families, a block of
For
2.
sure,
Right,
it wasn't
right.
right then.
It just wasn't cell phones and
Right,
cameras everywhere to where
right,
cats
right.
was able to get caught up real
Mhm.
quick,
Right.
and they didn't have computers
Mm-hmm.
in social media.
You're
So
absolutely right.
cats wouldn't get. But folks been polyamorous for a long time. It's a lot of
No, folks ain't been polyamorous. Folks have been lying by omission for a long time.
okay.
Technology just puts it to the point to where it's easier
Mm,
and it's easier to get caught.
right.
It's
Right.
both. It's easier to do
Right,
it and it's easier to get caught up,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Because oftentimes you'll find a dude that has these families and what you mean you was around the corner with you know what I'm saying? But I hear what you're saying.
You.
But some of the women know too.
Mm-hmm.
You
a
know,
lot of them be.
a lot of them know.
Let's be real.
I think
Most women know.
I think the difference between having, because I had to think about this, between bringing a woman in and bringing another man is that we usually have
Balls.
We usually have 1 to 2 shots. We have the warning shot, pow, and then we have the regular shot. Women can keep going.
Right.
So if you bring in another dude, that's gonna play with your psyche more than anything else.
Yeah, of course.
You get what I'm saying? That's why I think it
Lasted a whole 3 minutes longer than me.
yeah, you get what I'm saying? You're gonna be more
That's an
receptive
honest
to be
answer.
like, hold on, so what? Am I not piping enough? You know what I mean?
That's what
as
Clarence
a dude,
said
you only got so
initially.
much. You only got so much loaded up in the clip where you gotta. I gotta reload.
Now, see, that's
I
the
gotta
thing-
reload.
That's the thing y'all young cats gotta understand too. So does a woman.
No.
Yeah, no. Y'all not listening. Y'all not listening.
Enlighten,
See,
please.
The difference is, a woman can take.
Mhm.
Don't get it twisted. But if she's enjoying it, she only wants so much. You get what I'm saying?
No.
True.
No, listen to what I'm saying. See, you're thinking of like a prostitute, basically. That's her
Right.
job, and that's
Right.
what she's doing.
Mm-mm.
So she's already geared herself to take. That's just like a
You
woman.
right?
That's just like a woman can, as far as she can go through a prison of dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Long as she's not abused, yeah, she can take it. But the thing
What do you
is,
mean by
she's.
abuse?
I'm saying, as long as they don't abuse her, it's the difference between a woman having
Right,
sex
no.
and being abused.
What I mean is that I mean I respect that women have sex drives, high sex. Some women have high sex
Mhm.
drives where they cannot be satisfied, and sometimes, like you said, the polyamory where they need multiple dudes to be satisfied. I know it's probably deeply rooted on
Right.
why she can't,
Mm-hmm.
but for the most part, bringing in somebody else that is a male can also play a part on you. Bringing another female would never play a part.
What I
She should
wasn't-
never worry about
right,
nothing.
Right,
for
exactly.
the most
Right.
part.
I
That
wasn't
shit
speaking
is
on bringing
above
in
my pay
another, but what
grade.
I'm just saying as far as with a woman, a woman can be satisfied with no problem because the thing is, she just
That's
burnt
not
out just
true.
like you are. No,
It's
what I'm
very
saying, no, this is what I'm
No,
saying.
Women can be satisfied
If you knock her down, when you knock it down, she's laying up just like you. Oh, I'm good.
a woman will
Trust me.
complain if your stamina is too long.
Exactly.
She gonna be like,
Exactly.
"You hurry up and that."
But there are
Please.
women that don't feel that you're not going long enough either. That's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
yeah,
There's
right.
both
There's
sides. All I'm
different
saying is
types of
that
women. Different types.
we can't just say it's only one surface of a woman. There's multiple surfaces. There's
Right.
women that have
But there's
that
same with
tolerance
men.
where they
Right.
don't.
But-
I can't get enough.
Right.
But it's always
You get what I'm
no,
saying?
but
Which
now
was
you're
the
talking about
polyamory
nympho.
definition.
Now
No.
you're looking at a nympho.
I'm talking about the polyamory definition. It was a
Nah,
woman
but
that can't be faithful within a relationship.
No, you talking talking about a
You get what I'm
nympho.
saying?
Okay, she
No, no, no,
nympho.
no, no.
Okay.
We got it wrong. The polyamory definition was
What was the
woman or
polyamory
the
definition?
person.
Fernando.
Fernando, what was the polyamory definition?
Something Greek.
It would have to do something with women not being able to stay faithful,
no.
right?
No, no, that was
Agreeing
that
more-
was the
more-
Hutchcock.
No,
No, that was
Hitchcock.
that was
Oh,
you talking
cockhold.
about cockhold.
Cockhold.
Go ahead, Fernando.
or cockhold.
I
Either
just
one.
like saying cock.
Polyamory was
Oh my God.
when multiple partners have intimate relationships, but everyone consents to it.
Okay, and
Right.
then what was cockholding?
Cuckolding
when a
was
woman
when
Beating
a
off in the
woman is
corner.
unfaithful to the man.
She's not. That's what I meant. More
Right,
cockholding
right,
than
right,
anything
right,
else.
right.
So I'm saying there are people that do have
Thanks,
high
Fernando.
sex drives, whether you're male or female.
Definitely.
Regardless.
I'm still trying
I'm
to get
just
on the
saying
woman
just-
is laid out like you. Let me
Woman is
just
what?
If she don't take a nap afterwards, then
Talking about when her
Well,
legs
okay,
shaking
can
and
I
she can't stand up.
can I
There you
add
go.
one
There you go, bro.
before we
There you
before we
go.
move on? Can I add one final
absolutely
aspect to it?
absolutely.
I think the issue is the word mine, and how it has this association of ownership attached to it. When the reality is, every woman, every man, every individual is like an artistic masterpiece or an NFT. Right?
Facts.
Like
Facts.
it's your job once you decide to engage with them to figure out who they are. One woman may like a man that's only gonna give her 10 minutes or 5 minutes or a
Exactly.
minute, and one woman may like them nonstop, right? But you gotta know, you gotta accept, and you gotta decide if that's what you can love and rock with from the jump.
That's what I was saying.
You know what I'm saying?
They're
I think-
different. It's different. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. But you can have the same thing on both sides. When it comes to the physical,
Yeah.
you can't say it's just male dominant. Females have their needs too, and some females
All
have
day,
different
all
needs
day.
and have
Everyone
different
does.
status quos and different bars that you got to reach. And if you don't reach it, then it's just whatever.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. So
Right.
I'm not putting it on men. I'm just saying it can go both ways.
Oh, okay.
So when you come into a situation adding somebody, it plays a bigger psyche on the male when you bring another male in than bringing in another female into a situation with your woman.
Okay,
Is
that's
what
an
I'm
interesting-
saying.
Wait, now that's an
right,
interesting
right,
topic.
You get what I'm saying?
That
No,
should
it
be the
is.
name. Okay,
It
so
does.
you saying
It
there's
does.
more
It
psyche
does.
on
It's
the
gonna
guy
play-
than the female?
Yeah.
It's definitely gonna play
Yeah.
a
You
situation.
don't think females get tripped out mentally too? Like,
No,
When
I'm
there's a-
saying that they do, but it depends on the nature of y'all relationship of if she should get tripped out. If y'all been together forever, because this is the thing. In a relationship, a woman wants you to be monogamous. She wants you to love her, be passionate to her. She the only one that you desire and all this other extra stuff, right?
Mhm.
For a male, that's the hardest thing for us to do because
Right.
we're built to reproduce at every 30 seconds if we wanted to
right?
by
Ah.
God's will. Like we
I
can
can't do 30
literally
seconds,
do
not-
that.
Not no more.
A woman slips
At
up one
19?
time. Or if a woman slips up one time, she's pregnant. She out the game for 9 months.
Right. Right.
By choice, if she wants to, because there's still
She
some that will still do that
necessarily-
too. That's
She
what I'm
not out
saying.
the game.
That's what I'm saying. But the nature of it is that men are built to reproduce. So I think that's probably why our attraction levels can kick up just like that.
Right.
So
Right.
sometimes reward. I'm not saying that you have to, but if certain women feel that I can reward my man with bringing in another woman, okay, I get that.
See, now-
because it's kind of like, okay, you've been faithful to me or you've been dedicated to me. Let's just have some fun and open this up.
Hold on
Now,
one
I-
second.
okay.
I want to you study in the room.
I am.
I need some input from you.
Mm.
I don't. This is too rich for my
Don't
blood.
try to get him.
Oh,
My
this is
man
my
all
blood.
married up in there. You can't get him in trouble.
Oh, I ain't
God.
trying to get him in trouble. I apologize. Go ahead, Clay.
No, I was gonna say back what V was saying, the fact of damn, I done lost my damn train.
Mhm. What's the boundary?
That's what I'm
Mm.
saying. I mean, even when it comes to
Because
that, women still set the
Not to
boundaries
cut
on
you
that.
off, but that boundary is there for women too. I
Mm.
mean, you've been a great husband and all this, and I know this is something you always wanted to do. So, I'm gonna call Octavia
Mhm.
and run her down here, and that happens. In saying that, seeing you with Octavia is a whole
I
different
can agree.
ball game.
But
Never
like I
know
said,
somebody you
But
know.
that goes
Well,
down
I mean,
to the,
Octavia. That's Octavia is my model name
though. Okay.
for
but that comes down to the woman though. Like I said, she also still have to be into it too.
no, for sure.
For sure. I'm not saying somebody
Even
that's
if
just
she
not
take
into
both
it.
of
If she
you
don't
got-
like, she don't want to ever.
Even
mess-
if she engaged
that's
with
not
both
even
of you
on-
all,
that's not even an
and-
option.
Well, that's the goal to with even men messing around or doing certain things when it comes to messing with another woman. The difference is women get more emotionally involved than we do. Where we can mess with a woman that don't mean shit.
Why you
It was
huff and
just something
puff?
to do.
Huh?
Why'd you huff and puff when he said that?
It's just it's a term that I hear so
But it is.
so
Do you think it's
often.
untrue?
It's very true.
I think it's hard to say.
That
I
women don't
think
get emotionally
I
involved.
didn't say that. I think the narrative that every time women connect intimately,
Mhm.
she's emotionally involved. I don't think that that's completely true for all women.
No,
I
I'm not saying
think,
all.
but
The majority.
and on the
Mm-mm.
other side, you know, I want to say we want to marry, but if a cat, there's dudes that get hella emotional after a time.
No, I'm not
You
saying that's
understand
not
what
true
I'm
for you.
saying?
Very true, very true. I
I
know
mean,
some.
we want to marry.
No,
You
I know,
understand
I
me?
know some.
So-
Don't get me wrong, I do know some.
When I keep hearing that, it's like, okay.
Right.
And
You
then
know-
we're living at a time where you don't know what might get thrown on you.
Very true.
So
very true.
you understand what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
You get
Very
me?
true.
So all of those defaults and traditional roles that we had are at a time right
Right.
now where everything
They're
is,
kinda out the window.
you know what I mean? You have a date with a dude and y'all like each other and y'all decide to do something and you call up and now you look on your TV and this Netflix code is in your shit. And then he getting his groceries delivered. What it could be that, or you could be a woman that you really felt a strong connection with, and then you see her at the club looking for the same cat but light skin. You understand me? It's the narrative. We're at a time right now where it's very hard to put. See, women be like this.
True.
So that's kind of why. And here's an interesting fact: is that listening to all four of you all are all men, and the majority of the things that we talk about, you guys have different perspectives. So that tells you
We're
that
not monolithic.
Yeah. It's not a universal.
it's not a universal thing. That's why I wanted different opinions, different perspectives, and how things mean, especially how you guys are defending your point so vigorously. I know that it mean what it mean to you, and then it means I hate to keep pointing at Todd, but Todd is the unicorn in the room because he's
married.
he's married, and then you all have different perspectives, relationships, non-relationships, and things of that nature. So the narrative is custom.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So when I hear the emotional, it's like we are emotional beings, and like I said before, I think we're allowed to show it. I think y'all are emotional too. Sometimes you choose not to get involved, but we exchange spirits and emotions
definitely. I think
together.
men can be definitely emotional.
No,
people
I
wouldn't
think-
be in jail or
honestly,
dead right now. if they
I
wasn't
think we're
There's a
emotional.
lot of
more-
cats
not
in
truthfully-
jail because
No,
Hey,
honestly,
And
I'm gonna be
dead.
honest with you.
Hey.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think we are more, but our
Mm.
problem is we are more extreme, and we trip harder. So you guys just have little reactions to different stuff and be emotional.
no, they
Where we
don't.
no, what I'm saying is when we get emotional, it's to the extreme.
No, when an
And it can go
individual
more
gets
than-
emotional, it has. I
I'm
don't
saying-
think that's by sex. Because when a person gets emotionally over the top, it's going to be extreme,
I
whether it's
understand what
male
you're
or
saying as far
female.
as that, but I'm saying when it comes to women just
Ours
show
just
emotional.
regards to death.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. When women just show emotional more than we do.
Let me
But when
introduce
we
something.
show, we
Let
show
me
it to the
introduce
extreme.
something. I'll tell me if you agree with or not agree with that. When women become emotional, more than likely, it's like having a balloon and letting air out a little bit at a time.
Mhm.
We can show our emotions a little bit at a time,
Mhm.
and they're coming out more frequently.
Mhm.
But with a man, he holds it in, and then you hit that pin and it pop.
That's
Yeah.
all I was speaking on. Right. Exactly.
So I think, like I said last time we were together, I think the emotions are there, but you guys are encouraged not
hold it in.
to hold them in. You guys are encouraged to repress them. But when they come out, somebody going to jail.
Right.
Somebody gonna die.
Exactly.
And,
That's all I was
and
getting at.
and then when we look at these roles, and like I said, when we look at, I'm talking about the openness of how things are right now, but when we look at these roles, when you look at somebody that's out there doing away, oftentimes you always got to go back to I'm not gonna say upbringing, but experiences.
For sure.
And you talk about when you see people kind of living like you just littered. I say litter. I hate littering, but you just threw that, pick it up. Somebody do something like that, and you go back to they're coming from this broken place. You go back and if you talk to someone and it's like because they weren't kind of taught a format on how to kind of maneuver. So they do what it takes. You know, oh, I ain't supposed to do that. No, get your elbows off the table. I ain't supposed to do that. Take your elbows off the table. And these days, that's who's setting the trend of how we live.
Who's they?
People coming from brokenness.
Yeah.
That's what we see. And I'll guarantee you, a lot of what we see, like I said, like the trendsetters, celebrities, and things of that nature, and they'll sit down and tell you, I came from this and this and this,
Right.
and I wouldn't want nobody to go through where I'm coming through. But in going through that, that's how they learned to maneuver.
Right.
So oftentimes, I used to joke. So if we had a family reunion or we had somewhere 20 years ago, you know what I'm saying? You got a whole bunch of black folks together. You gonna play Before I Let Go by Frankie Beverly. Everybody like, hey, calm the situation down. Hey, get together. You can dance with your mama. You can community with everybody. These days, you got to put on When I'll Let You In the Clock, baby. So you put on Ain't No Fun, and that's how everybody communicate. And think about the message of Ain't No Fun.
Right.
That's the community thing now. So what I'm saying is that's how you live it. So instead of saying that's a song, you got a whole population saying that's the way. Right. Ain't the way, that's a song. Boundaries of a relationship. Love.
And happiness.
Doesn't matter. If you can go your whole life without actually being in love, how would you be? Would you be a content man? Perfectly fine. Wow.
I
Really?
like love a lot.
Never. I don't believe that. That's your choice.
What's your answer?
What's my answer?
Yeah.
I think love is not just
No.
Hear
You
me
said
out.
in love.
Could you go?
You have to be in love with whatever you're into.
No, I'm not talking about that. You know what I'm talking about.
With a person, or are you talking about in life?
Yes.
Because in love can be.
I'm
in
talking about a
multiple
person.
Situations.
I'm talking
She's
about a person.
talking about women.
Talking about a person. If you can, could you go your life without being in love?
I can't answer that.
There
You
you
ever been in
go.
love before?
Yeah, but you can't answer that. You can't answer that. Can you go through life without it? Because if it's already in you, you already gonna seek it. But if it's not in you, you don't care for it and you don't respect it.
Okay, finger snaps.
You get
Deep
what I'm saying?
thoughts.
Did it
Okay.
last?
But
Did it last?
When you fell in love, did it last?
Yeah.
What broke it up if you was in love?
Yeah.
Their actions. That's anything.
So
that
you was in love and she wasn't?
Actions always break up love,
Okay,
regardless.
so here's
at the
my
end of
thing.
the
I just
day.
said I never was in love. So how do you guys know you was in love?
Were you
I
in
said
love
I've
when you
never.
had your
I said I
baby?
never. No.
You weren't in love
No.
with the baby mama?
No. I was messing with
I
other
don't
women.
think so.
How many kids you get?
3.
Were all of them
Wait,
same mom?
wait. You think you wasn't
2
in
of them
love
are,
because
one
you was
is
messing with other women?
No, I've always messed with other women. I've never been faithful to a woman in my life.
Really?
I don't think
Never.
monogamy. I can't say the word.
monogamy.
No,
Has anything to do with
now,
love.
don't get me wrong. I love certain women. Period. No question about that. I love them, but I'm saying I've never been in love with them.
I mean,
that's what I'm
you
saying. So
think
it's
you-
just different. So don't think that I don't love. Yes, I love. No
And
question about it.
What's
I
the
have
definition?
a little. I have
You're
a
not
little.
losing
That's
sleep.
what I'm getting at.
I have a little
That's
default.
what I'm getting at. A lot of people want to always talk about love and in love, and they don't understand the difference between the two.
Okay.
And I think,
So what is your difference?
and that's what I'm saying. I really, honestly don't know.
Okay, because I have a little background information and I know you very well. Would you say that you've put yourself in a position not to want love?
Yes.
Okay.
Very much so.
And I say I think, and this sounds huge, and I've told you this before. If Clarence was in love and got even married, but in love in a relationship, she wouldn't be able to go to 7-Eleven.
As far as
Shit.
He would be in jail.
Yeah, he'd be in jail.
As far as what? Yeah.
He said it's 7.98 miles to the thing. You're supposed to be back here at 9:47. It's 9:47.8.
Word.
We gonna have a problem.
It's not that he.
But
It's not that he's
I'm
like that. But if he was that invested in somebody,
yeah,
So she better be straight.
That's
being
the key.
that
She better be like your
invested
wife.
in somebody.
Like, I know she
being
got my
that
favor.
invested in somebody. I'm not gonna say it scares you. I don't want to use that word, but it makes you
does.
very vulnerable.
Yeah, very.
Yeah, and she might end up in the
And I won't allow
backyard.
myself to get attached to no one.
That's the key word, though.
It
Key
is.
word.
It's true.
Investment. The
Investing.
difference between loving and in love with somebody is investment.
It's the
You know,
investment.
and do what you got to risk, right?
Everything.
When you're in love with somebody, you got something on. you got some
You
skin in the
double
game,
down.
right?
And are you vulnerable when you're in love?
Extremely
Of
vulnerable.
course.
You
What-
could be hurt.
Of
You
course.
could be hurt in a
Beyond hurt,
multitude of
but
ways.
beyond hurt,
Okay.
right? It's a
You
different
might
hurt.
have gave
What
her
are
the
you
keys to the
vulnerable
crib.
with?
Man.
What are you vulnerable with?
Your heart, your
Everything.
money,
Everything.
your.
Do you disclose?
Your pride.
Like,
Do you
for
disclose
example,
do you disclose what your vulnerability, your
do
level
you
of vulnerability?
disclose, like, for example, just because we were talking about it, and I'm not saying anything. Say that you wanted a threesome
Mm,
with Fred.
mm,
With what?
Just saying, with another cat.
mm.
Or
You're
are
saying
you
with your-
vulnerable enough to disclose that to her? Is that something that is included in you being, or when you're vulnerable, are you that open, or are there some things that you keep close?
There's probably
Okay.
some things that I probably still keep
Okay.
close to vest.
Okay.
But what I will say is, when the man decides that he's in love and he puts a certain level of risk and vulnerability in a relationship, and he feels she knowingly takes advantage of that vulnerability, it's hard, if not impossible, for a woman to get that man back quite the same way.
Mm.
He might stay, but
That is a
it
bar.
will never be the way it was.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Or what it could have been.
And I understand
That's
that.
a
I hear
fact.
that. That's
Yeah.
one reason why you all aren't quick to, if there's infidelity involved, you guys are quicker to cut it off and say that's it.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Because she took your vulnerability and did that with it.
You know what? It's like the reason why I think the reason why men don't really accept the nature of women cheating is because that's something that women put high value on. And when you give it away that simple, there's nothing left of it.
Right.
What am I cherishing right now? What did I work so hard for that you gave away so fast?
Mm.
So how can I even entertain that? It's kind of like a man if he been with you for so long and then he goes and get another woman and marries her immediately, you gonna feel away.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? What you can give away, if like I said, if you're in a relationship and you can give it away that easily, if you wasn't, and then you still give it away, you can kill your value.
Now let me introduce something. Do you know that when a man is unfaithful to a woman, she feels the same way? She feels like she gave you this thing, and with us, I think it's a level of betrayal. Now, let me tell you something. The hopefulness is that you can start again. I think men have a view like it's irreversible. It's like trying to put a eggshell back together. You can see where it's cracked, but it's not going to hold water.
I think a man cheating can be reversed.
Okay.
I do, and the reason why I say that is say you're in a situation, you've been in a situation for years, and what you want to progress, he leaves you and go progress faster with the next person. You're gonna feel a way about that.
Mm-hmm.
So, if a woman is in a relationship and she made you wait X amount of time, but the next dude come up and he hit immediately because you in your feelings, your value's gone. What you made me fall in love with, you gave away.
I get you.
You get what I'm saying?
I get
And
you.
then what you were seeking and waiting out for, he gave away.
I mean, and for the record, I think that I think relationships can survive infidelity. I think it depends.
They can.
I think that, I mean, whether a woman stepped out or a man stepped out, I think that they can survive.
Well, it's hard. I think it's harder for us just because it becomes now it's our ego.
Yes.
Our ego steps in.
And ego has to die in relationships.
I hear what you're saying,
if you're when
but-
you're in love, your ego
I
has
get
to
what
die.
you're saying, but I think when it comes to a
In
man with that kind of
relationships.
situation, that's what it is, more our ego than anything.
Yeah.
Because it's like, why did you go there?
Can they survive distrust?
If you don't have trust, I don't think you have a relationship.
No, I agree 100% on that.
So
Trust is
why
everything.
and I'm not saying this happened to anybody in this room, but you said you've always cheated. So why? No,
Oh,
no. I just said
Well,
you
know,
said
Technically, he said he's never been monogamous.
no. He said I've always
I've
cheated.
always cheated.
Oh,
Never
He
been
said-
dedicated.
No, he said no. He said
never been
don't.
focused.
I've never signed a
Right.
contract.
Mama made
I
one of
appreciate-
priorities.
I was on a 360 deal.
y'all.
You understand?
I'm appreciating it. I'm appreciating it.
But no, he did.
We
I
can go
was-
back and check the footage.
Ain't no
He
problem.
said, "No, check the tape."
You know I'm not
Fernando.
gonna lie about anything.
You
know I'm not gonna lie about anything.
I know, and I wouldn't have put that on you if I didn't hear you say
Right.
that.
Exactly.
So I say that to say, why do you say we can get past this? Let's move on when it's you.
Well, no. Now this is what I'm saying. Like I said,
You
for
understand
us,
what I'm saying?
No, I totally understand what you're saying. Like I said, for men, most of the time it's the ego thing. First of all, now we
Right.
can put our ego out the way. The thing is, it's depending on the reason of
Okay.
why a person did something. A lot of times, women gonna do it because
It's right.
out of
That's right.
anger,
Yep.
the anger, the spite. Right?
Did you say because it's Friday?
No.
I
Men,
was joking.
see now, men will do it because it's Friday.
That part.
No, men
Women
gonna
might do it because it's Friday.
No,
Hoes do it.
honestly, women most of the time for a woman to cheat, it's gonna be out of spite, out of anger.
Well, the thing about it is y'all promote
Out of
monogamy
penis,
more.
ain't no more penis, so she was out of penis.
No,
so she had to
women-
go.
She meant
These
Women
are
promote
jokes.
monogamy. That's just what it is. Women
Or-
promote monogamy,
They
so when
sold
y'all
out
step
of
out, it's kind of like, huh?
He had no
The
more
biggest thing
penis.
why they do revenge,
Think so.
and I think that's the worst because my thing is you're giving yourself away
Yeah,
for no reason.
you devalue.
Because
But what you gave yourself away.
but see, it don't mean
Nah,
shit to us.
It don't
It's
mean nothing to
meaningless.
A
nobody.
key
Honestly,
that opens
a lot of
multiple
Okay,
lives.
okay,
Right.
okay.
So,
Exactly.
Angela, are you saying that it's meaningless for women as well?
Sometimes.
No, it's not.
Sometimes.
So why do you guys put on the show that it's not?
Right.
What do you mean?
Y'all make it seem like it's not meaningless. Most women.
We're
Right.
different and we're living in a different time right now. Here's the thing.
A lock that
No.
can be
Like how you
opened
come
by
over
any
that.
key.
Here's
Right.
the thing.
Right. The lock
Right.
means nothing. if
Women
everybody can open
women
it.
here's the
Right.
thing.
What's the point?
Here's
the
the
point?
thing.
I thought it's like a
Like
Safe
when we
ain't good
talk
if anybody else can open it.
I get that. I completely get
You got the
that.
combination to the
closet.
code. Oh,
I completely get that.
it's a key.
Like-
And-
I got to change banks.
Like there's women out here that would treat a good dude, make him wait like she just this saint.
Mhm.
Good dude, money and all that kind of stuff. You got shit going for him. But Tyrone over there with the green eyes,
Mm.
eating that shit up the same night.
Easy.
Hey, cleaning that fool's pool.
That part.
All the
you telling the value that we should hold you at, you erase that.
See
Take
that,
that,
see that so that wasn't in spite, right?
But that's the whole
No.
point. You saying that the process
You
that
just
you
said
made us do it.
you
No,
just
right.
said
The
that women do
process
it
that
out
you
of
made us
spite
go
and
through,
revenge.
The process that you made us go through to treat you so special, you let the next man treat you like nothing
Right.
with lesser restrictions and less effort to have you.
Because he had green eyes.
Now, for instance, I'll
I
be
get
honest.
that.
Now, I'll
I
be
get
honest.
that.
This is something I used to
Kryptonite.
say all the time. I used to say, a woman always want to sit over here and talk about she want a good man, and then when you do get one, you still come back and fuck with a motherfucker like me,
Mhm.
Mhm.
and that's just the type of dude I am.
And then
Wow.
And I'll
tell
be
him
honest.
that the baby is his.
Oh
Mhm.
shit. Yeah. Well, are y'all
That's
That's a whole nother.
That's a
whole
whole nother
nother
conversation.
preaching?
That's a whole nother Maury season
Hey,
right there.
hey,
You
I
know
might
what
have
I'm
a dog to
saying?
bring up here for that one. 'cause,
Jeez.
Oh Lord, Lord,
Jesus
Lord.
sake.
Parental
Okay,
court
I
and
think
Maury
that
is enough.
I think and stop it. We ain't preaching this evening.
Wow.
I mean, I appreciate what you guys are telling me. What I also know is that women have the capacity to compartmentalize sex.
Mm.
They do. That's why, like for example,
They weaponized it.
huh?
That part.
Thank you, sir. Man, can I get a shake, young man?
Thank
Yes, they do. Man, that's
Vagina is a weapon.
Yes,
and they
do.
commoditize it.
Yes, they
you.
do.
I can get a
Man,
pussy in exchange for a
yeah.
3-bedroom.
Isn't that
in
isn't sex like the
Palisades.
first business ever?
You talking about bartering?
Straight
Bartering.
bartering for the
Exactly.
box.
Hey,
Bartering.
look.
Let's be real. If she didn't have nothing else and she wants to feed her kids, now look.
The
Mhm.
chief
She always got
compartmentalizer.
She always
The
got
She
it.
chief,
always
the
got
chief
it.
compartmentalizer. But I
need
mean,
this
you're
car
talking
fixed.
about you're talking about. What do they say? Having what I got to get what I want. Now, but you have other people that won't go there, but you have a lot of people that will.
Mm.
So she has the opportunity to have meaningless intercourse. Absolutely.
Mm. Right.
You know, we don't. Sometimes you don't choose to. It's not a desirable look. It's not a desirable feel, because sometimes there's just chemistry, and it's like, damn, what's happening? What's going on? And we can go out to eat. We can call it what it is, but sometimes it's just magnetic.
And
Sometimes that happens.
And that's when
And
I
if
go,
you're
And they use
honest,
words like magnetic.
Right.
but then that's
What?
when I go back.
that never
to,
happens to you.
That's when I go back to.
That is-
That's all
not
that happens to
happening.
us. It's magnetic.
Is it
Right.
always?
That's all that happened to us.
Right.
No, is it always?
Yes.
For the most part,
It's
yes.
not magnetic. You know what?
No.
What?
It fell.
It's not magnetic. It's
No,
If Buffy
it's
the
the
Body was
opposite.
right here busting it open,
This
you wouldn't
fool
go over
said
there?
Buffy the Body like it's O2. Look, this is what I mean.
He said
I,
bust it open.
I think
Bust it
the
open.
nature of how men in general are disregarded in society. That the proper attention can raise the arousal of a male that would never think twice, because we never see that. Women, y'all get attention 100
Oh.
times.
So
a
if a
day.
woman pulled up
He's
and was
educated.
like, let's go do something, or I like you, you handsome, you want to go out for a drink, y'all don't hear that enough.
Not
it's,
at all.
and it's more surprising
Not at
for
all.
it to happen. So it's
I
kind of
got
like
you.
I think that's where a lot of men get tripped up,
You-
because we don't ever feel that we exist until a female
Okay,
says
so
something
if
in that demographic.
so,
right?
let me say, is
That's true.
it less? It's okay. How do I want to say this? It's least likely that a woman will say that
Mhm.
than it is for a woman to say, "Here, take it." It's least likely for her to compliment you and say, "Hey, you know what? Let's go
Mhm.
hang out." Then she say, "You know what?" And
Mm.
Buffy and bust it open.
Mhm.
That's more common than a woman just sitting up and say, "You know what? I dig you. Let's go hang out," or something like that.
Mhm.
Can I?
Okay.
Can I
There's-
jump
it's
in on
extreme.
this?
What's up,
Absolutely.
Fernando?
Y'all get
So-
flued out.
This was I don't recall if this was on the previous show or maybe I saw it on another podcast,
Okay.
but someone said a man has to provide value to be loved and a woman
Mhm.
doesn't need to.
Correct.
And if a
Mhm.
man doesn't provide value, then he's considered no good.
Mhm.
And I
Mm.
We have to
think
present benefits.
do I
Yeah,
believe
y'all just have to
it could have
present
been
face value.
the last podcast we did
Okay.
or somewhere else, but I believe someone said that recently.
There's a meme going around too, like only things that's loved unconditionally is women, babies, and puppies.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is a woman loved unconditionally?
What?
Yeah.
What?
By
Come on.
whom? Her
Ellen
children?
Nordegren.
What?
Ellen
The
Nordegren
world.
and
By-
Tiger Woods. Ellen Nordegren was
His wife.
His wife,
Yeah.
but before she was his wife, she was somebody's nanny.
She was a nanny.
Mhm.
And he met her and said, "You know what? I'll take it." And he married her. And then they get divorced, and now she get $100 million because she gave
No
him a couple
disrespect.
kids.
No
What does
disrespect.
that? What does that have
Wait,
to do
hold
with
on.
value?
But no
The
disrespect.
value is
It doesn't matter.
it wasn't like they were
It's face
equally
value.
yoked. Right, it's face value.
It's face value.
And that's the thing, though.
That's
Men-
statutes.
Look, no disrespect.
That's Mary J. Blige's husband.
I mean,
Come
same
on,
thing.
yo.
Same thing.
No.
That's a bad example.
You're right.
It's-
That's
it's
a
the-
good
it's a bad
example. I'll take that.
example.
That's a
It's
good
the
If your
same
example.
daddy
example.
stayed in the
Hold on.
house
You know
and
why is
didn't
that
go
a
to
bad
work
example?
but still loved you the same, is he a good dad?
Yeah.
But this the thing. Mary J. Blige is a bad
Come on,
example.
Right.
Angela, for real.
Right.
He a
right.
good dad, but he
what-
can't
Right.
live
But
But
living.
Repeat
No,
that?
living
see
off
that
my
butt?
living off my mom is.
But mom
that-
can
he
though.
wouldn't be a
But
good
mom
dude.
can live off of
Repeat
dad
that.
though, right?
If what?
Right.
Repeat what you said.
Traditionally,
Repeat what you said.
you have
Hey, T,
housewives.
what'd you say? Repeat what you said.
I don't even know. I'm drunk.
What he said, if a man lived in a house and didn't go to work all day, does that still make him a good dad?
Right.
That was his question.
If he stays in the home and not go to work,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, he can still be a good dad.
That's what I said.
Not
But
to
you a man
society,
though.
But
though.
to society, he wouldn't be.
Not the
And they ass
society.
sites, maybe.
No, ain't
It
no
depends.
maybe. To
I
society,
done
he
did it
wouldn't
for
be.
years.
I think, and here's something
Look at that
right
nothing
there.
ass laying on the
Trust me,
couch.
I provide for mine.
But
Yeah, but
Right.
you don't live at home.
but here's the
This is
thing.
true, too.
Shit. I get that, but Fernando, you wanted to say what? You want to contribute?
Okay, say you have two parents. You have the mother and the mother cheats.
Mm,
The kids will still love their mother
facts.
and they'll still go to their mom and say, "Oh, I love your mom." It's like whatever happened, blah blah that stuff, right? But if a father cheats, his kids are gonna tell him to go fuck himself.
Facts.
Yeah.
Mm.
And the older son or one of the sons will put his hands on his father, but the daughter most likely wouldn't put her hands on her mother unless the mother's like straight a piece of shit.
Mhm. Well, I got 4 stretch marks that say different. But no, I'm just joking. But no, I got you,
Oh, you're doing good.
man. I'm proper.
Bounce back.
Yeah, but yeah, actually, I mean, and we can actually pick this up because this is
Chocolate City.
this is a big,
I
passionate.
mean, and
Yeah, and we didn't
Yeah,
get
I've
into
been
my
in it.
question either.
And what was your question? We can pick up. What was it?
Why do us black men tend to
Oh yeah. Do you
go
want?
outside our race?
Oh yeah. We will talk about that
never have.
next time. You better
Mhm.
sit up.
Mhm.
Sit up. You better sit up.
I got a lot to say on that.
All
one.
right. So we
Well,
gotta
both of
wrap
y'all?
it up. But that's what
See,
we
look.
gonna step out.
See
That's
how
what we
light-skinned
gonna
dudes
look.
I'm not light skinned.
Oh, you too, right? You
What? What?
I'm not
Okay.
light skinned.
What?
That's down for
Yeah.
Tess too much.
You can sit
Okay,
down.
all right. So we
I'm not
gonna
like you.
we know what we talking about next time.
If you combine
Please
all my
believe.
freckles,
Hey,
I'm
I
darker
got,
than
I got, I
West
got,
Coast.
I got get down on
all
that.
right.
I do have
Okay.
get down on that.
Mhm.
I'm excited. I'm
Yes, ma'am.
excited. All right.
Maybe you have to
shoot.
take off a jacket on this, man. Woo.
All right.
Get a
you
little
guys.
hot in
Well,
here.
Thank you guys for coming, and we're gonna pick it up where we left it.
Appreciations.
Yes, sir.
Shout
All
out
right.
to the Caucasians.
Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
And
Be
the
well.
bonitas.
Be well.
Yeah.